Yo, yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a little minute, but I'm here now. I just had to take some time for myself, for my soul, But I'm here now. It's been a couple weeks, and I figured we could talk about diet. What is a spiritual diet? So let's get straight into it. I believe that diet plays a major role in our everyday life. It plays a role in our spiritual awareness, our spiritual connection, and just our overall spiritual power. And when I say diet, I'm talking about what you eat, I'm talking about what you watch, what you allow in your eardrum, everything that you intake physically, mentally, spiritually on a daily basis. When it comes to food, a spiritual diet is really whatever the individual decides it is. Let's talk about eating meat. That's a big talking point in the spiritual community when it comes to our diet. Should we be eating meat? Should we be plant-based? Should we be vegan? A lot of arguments, a lot of division actually comes from that talking point itself. For me, the way I look at it is, if you believe that eating meat is bad for you, then it is. And if you think that eating meat is good for you, then who am I to say that it isn't? There are many ways that you can eat meat and still be spiritually powerful. You can pray over your food and give gratitude to the spirit of the animal. You can detox your body with herbs and other remedies. So I'm not here to tell anyone what I think their personal spiritual diet is. I'm just going to be speaking on what mine is and what I think is best for my body, my mind, and my soul. When I started learning about the chakras and I discovered the solar plexus chakra, I learned that it has a lot to do with what you eat and what substances you allow in your body. Our body is our temple, and it has the ability to give us access to great spiritual power if you treat it right. So for me, I don't eat meat. I'm plant-based. Meat can clog your intestines and cause many unwanted health problems. But even spiritually, I think that meat can weigh you down. In the spiritual game, you want to be light. You want to be as light as a feather. We don't want to be weighed down to this world. We don't want to be weighed down in our own body. We want to be light so that we can ascend to higher levels of consciousness. Eating meat clogs the system, and it can be a blockage when energy is trying to flow. The cleaner your system is, the easier that energy will flow. So for me, you'll catch me doing intermittent fasting. You'll see me having one large meal a day and mostly keeping it to one large meal a day. This way, your body is clean, your body is clear and ready for that energetic flow. Sometimes people eat way too much. They eat and they eat until their temple is destroyed. That's why you'll see religions incorporate fasting into their practices, because fasting gives them a deeper connection with their God. But these religions coincidentally leave out the part that says that this connection with that quote-unquote God is actually an internal connection, not something that you have to go outside of yourself to seek. Clean thy temple, and thy will know God. I don't know if that's a quote, but if it isn't, I just coined it. The power of the source lives inside you. Your connection to the divine is within and never without. But yeah, meat especially red meat, is low vibrational. The state that these animals live in, especially in these factory farms, imagine the anger, the sadness that the cow is feeling before that moment of death. Having her babies taken away from her and killed, being forcefully impregnated throughout her life to be able to make milk, and then finally, at the end of it all, getting killed in a terrible way. That low vibrational energy that the cow was feeling is still stored in that meat after death. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. That's one of the laws of physics. So then, you eat that animal's flesh, and that lower vibrational energy is transferred right to you. They say that if you pray over your food with love and passion and gratitude, you can raise the vibration of the flesh. And I guess that's true. Maybe that's where the idea of praying over your food at the dinner table comes from in the first place. But you need to put a lot of emotion and energy into that prayer for it to really work. And these days, especially in these religions, people are taught generic prayers that they just memorize, or they say generic things to some external god instead of to the animal itself. And they say these things with no emotion or real power, so that food stays low vibrational. Outside of avoiding meat, I try to maintain a healthy plant-based diet with lots of veggies and fruits, vitamins, minerals. I make sure to get plenty of protein from sources like grains, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, chickpeas. Like I love hummus and falafel. There's protein in oats, veggies, wild rice. There's literally protein everywhere. So don't let these conspiracies that plant-based diets lack protein scare you away. I make sure I get sunlight. That's an important part of my diet. Soaking up the sun, soaking up those beautiful warm rays. Just raises your vibration instantly. I like to keep my body's pH levels balanced. So I try to stay away from very acidic foods and snacks. I drink alkaline water to keep me balanced and keep my acid levels in my body balanced. You can look into Dr. Sebi. I'm sure a lot of people have heard from him. When it comes to the pH level and maintaining an alkaline diet, Dr. Sebi is the blueprint. I use shungite stone in my water to purify the water from heavy metals and chemicals like fluoride. I cleanse my system often, especially if I feel like I've been lacking with my diet. Because you can be a vegan and still be unhealthy. It's important to clean out the system on a regular basis. I use sea moss in my smoothies or my oatmeal every morning. It's amazing for cleansing. Sea moss contains 92 out of the 102 essential minerals that our body is made out of. So it's a powerhouse for healthy living. I use haritaki. It's a herb from India, usually sold by Ayurvedic distributors. I hope I said that right. This herb does an amazing job of cleansing your stomach. It cleans your blood. It gets rid of many toxins within your body. It oxygenates your blood and your brain. It's funny, it's the plant that actually is being held in the hand of the medicine Buddha. That's how impactful and powerful this plant can be. Outside of food, I'm going to quickly go over some of the other forms of diet. Like I said, your diet is way more than just what you eat. What do you look at? What are you allowing into your vision, into your conscious and your subconscious mind? What do you listen to? Even when it comes to the music that we listen to, the same song that you're blasting in your ear over and over, what words are those songs saying? What words of upliftment are these artists offering you? Where do you get your information from? Are you getting your information from all different types of sources? Or are you watching the news on the same channel on TV every night? Who around you are you listening to that maybe you shouldn't be? How do your peers talk to you? How do you talk to yourself? You know what I mean? Like, what words are you allowing your ego to feed you throughout the day? Is your mind operating off of words of encouragement, love, and gratitude? Or are you mentally eating negativity all day long? So, get in the habit of questioning your diet on a daily basis. Ask yourself if what you are intaking is to your benefit or is it a part of your downfall? Anyways, family, that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for being here. And I want you to know that you don't need to come out of here with any conclusions. If you eat meat, you can continue to eat meat. I'm not telling you to change your lifestyle. I'm just letting you guys know how I feel and how I move and how I diet spiritually. So thank you for being here. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.